is a risk to the public. This is something that should be behind bars, waiting for trial, and you should not put the American public at danger anymore. So when you have Governor Gavin Newsom that does not care, this is going to continue to happen.
And you read about the sanctuary states, Washington, who calls itself a welcoming city and state rather than sanctuary state, but the effectiveness is the same. It doesn't appear, I think, to the ordinary person to make any sense. Yes, have some sanctuary for those who you want to show compassion to, but this is somebody who has caused allegedly the death of another human being.
And they're studying eyes for entertainment, right? So ICE wants to actually remove from the country.
Hello.
He's here illegally, as many of these people do.
Maybe we should just go loner and live normal lives. Did you hear that Quiet left to become a trader? I guess that's kind of a way out too.
It caused the death of 3 people because of that. When they interviewed him after, we're going to regular proficiency. We only answered 2 of 12 questions.
See you around.
Road scientists. They can only identify 1 out of 12 road scientists. And so they're giving licenses to people that aren't supposed to be here, and they're not even.
I keep dreaming of a train rolling through an endless field of golden wheat. It's quiet except for the birds singing. It's silly. Is there really a place like that?
I visited a wild island. Don't worry, I won't bite. Feel free to pick whatever you like.
It's all very well for them to focus on California and say we're going to change this, but these are drivers who are going across state lines right across the country.
If you happen to come back, feel free to stop by.
A state like California, but it's putting Americans everywhere at risk.
Absolutely, and we're seeing time and time again. There was an incident in Florida, there was an incident in Washington State, there was an incident in our hometown of California, and we are seeing this national crisis of not understanding that these sanctuary policies, they're not protecting anybody. At the end of the day, we need to enforce laws, and the sanctuary policies, our justice system has been hijacked by these radical ideas. If you want to come into our country legally, do it the right way, understand our laws of the road, our laws in general, then by all means, get a work permit and provide for your families. But if you don't understand those things, that is not fair to everybody else on the road that has to be in fear for their lives.
And in the meantime, Emmett, the administration increasing its efforts to round up illegal immigrants, criminals, but also to encourage those who are illegally, who perhaps haven't committed any crimes other than crossing the border illegally, to self-deport. And here's Secretary Miller on that.
We will give you $3,000 through the holidays to send you home. We'll buy you a ticket, give you $3,000 to go home, and that includes people that have not been detained or maybe have interacted with us, are detained and don't have criminal charges against them. Yeah, raise your hand. We'll help you get home. We'll facilitate it, and you might get the chance to come back to this country the right way someday.
$3,000 to get out of the country and you have the chance to come back. Do you think that's effective?
Well, call it Christmas bonus. It has been effective in the sense that we've had, under the Trump administration so far, 2.5 illegal immigrants exit the country. 1.9 million of those are people that self-deported. Another 622,000 people we have to force out. But focusing on the 1.9, you got to figure she was giving out, we as an administration, as a country, we're giving out $1,000 in a flight ticket. That only started in May. And since then, we've had almost 2 million people that have done it themselves. If they're willing to do it themselves, remember, every person that we have to chase down in this country to arrest and deport, we spend $17,000. $3,000 sounds like a big deal.
I visited.
Is this a policy that you think is going to be taken up a great deal? Is it a sensible policy? It's certainly, it's difficult for anybody to argue with it. I think there's a lot of people criticizing the administration for the way they're dealing with immigration. This seems a very compatible.
If you happen to come back, feel free to stop by.
And this is matching the level of failure by the Biden administration. We wouldn't be having to go through these lengths if they would have kept our borders secure. You know, the attack on families is honestly. So if we can help keep the assault on our law enforcement down by giving people $3,000 to go home for the holidays, by all means, please do.
Megan, Emmett, with us. Thank you so much for being here. As authorities search for a motive behind the deadly shootings of 2 Brown University students and an MIT professor, the suspect what he remembers audio near their television recorder speaks of that man stuck inside the
While the manhunt is over, we're learning more about the alleged killer in the Brown University and MIT shootings. Syracuse professor Scott Watson says he studied physics with the shooter Claudio Neves Valente 25 years ago at Brown.
He already knew everything we were going to learn. He's one of the smartest people I have met there.
Watson says they were both socially awkward. He remembers Neves Valente, a Portuguese national, being frustrated with Brown University, dropping out after only 3 years.
The school was terrible and didn't
He was shocked his former friends opened fire at Brown University's engineering and physics building, a place they took many classes together, killing 2 students and injuring 9 others.
I am convinced the Brown shooting was about it didn't provide to him what he thought he deserved.
Days later, police say the shooter drove to Boston and gunned down a world-renowned MIT physics professor who was his classmate in Portugal 30 years ago.
The MIT professors are better than him. I say that.
He's an evil person, and he's just a cold-blooded killer.
Police say Neves Valente then drove to a storage unit in himself. His body found guns the FBI says he used to avoid shooters.
Thank you to working from Rhode Island in Papa. CBS News Chief Baron Weiss under fire from the left and from some of her own CBS journalists after pulling a 60-minute story on the Salvadoran prison Seagull. Our media panel has the details next.
Don't feel ashamed. We're just sitting around here and waiting.
The mouse went to the voting leader and starts working fast. Painful. The ace-pain swings Hill County back-aching placing fast. That's it.
But then he switched to consume self. It saved them a lot. So they started splurging on dating.
A visitor to Wild Eye? Feel
No. Don't you dare. It's an acquired taste. Right now, get the next month free. Call Consumer Self.
If you happen to come back, feel free to stop by.
To help me aches and pains, a thing in the past, because only temporary eases your pressure points. When you're save up to $500 on loss, life adjustable mattresses.
My name is Marie, and I am a young woman with cancer. When I was 8 years old, I was diagnosed with cancer called sarcoma. I went through 8 rounds of chemotherapy and radiation, and then I went sparing complete transplant. The doctors and the nurses inspired me to become a nurse. I was unfortunately diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. This came as a huge shock to myself, to my family. My cancer spread to my liver, my ribs, my back, my brain. It was really hard to be a patient, beat it, come back as a nurse, work as a nurse, be that champion to others, and then to be a patient again.
Cancer doesn't wait, and you can wait. Go online or scan